Yo,
Man. We back at it again, going for the gusto. The dynamic duo, the 1-2 punch, the Kobe and Shaq, the Scottie Pippen and Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The DK
yeah,
Metcalf, the Russell Wilson, the
yeah.
the the
Hold on. Who Russell now? Who Russell? Because I know I want to be Russell.
man. I'll be Russell. I'll be the lame guy, I guess. How you feeling today, man?
Man, feeling good, man. Good on this good old Wednesday, man. We got some good things in store for y'all today. Shoot, we've been gone for a couple weeks, but now we
Yeah,
back.
man. A lot of
You
things
know,
have happened amongst the group, so we had to get some things situated. Sam got married over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So we all was in attendance for that. They had a
yeah,
lot of
man.
stuff going on last Wednesday. So
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to our guy, man. Shout out to our
Man, for
guy.
real, hey man, listen, forever young, man, for real.
Hey, hashtag that. Hashtag
Hey,
that.
yeah, in the description. Hey, but I'm gonna say this real quick, man. Hey, if you in the Hilton Head, Bluffton, Levy area this week, make sure you get a chance to go down to the Boys and Girls Club on the island, man. Puna Ford is giving out free turkeys for the community. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. And also another shout out to him and Delaney. They played each other in Germany over the weekend. So they did it for the crib, man. Shout out for the Low Country. So man,
Hey, love
we
to
gonna
see
get
it. Love
into
to
these
see it.
topics. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to shoot them boy out real quick, man. But we're gonna get into these topics today, man. So we got backup quarterbacks that been getting paid and what their stats been kind of looking like. And then we also gonna talk about the standout players for last week, and then we're gonna talk about if the playoffs were to start today, who will be in, who will be in, and who will be able to take it all at that point. So as well, and then we got two other topics that's in the back burner that we can put and we can bring it into the front. But with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump these things off, man. So, Cheese, man, you go ahead and go first with your backup quarterback, man, because I got one. Because I seen it on Sunday Night Football, and I was like, I got to talk about this, man. I got to.
All right, man. So that's one of the things that's never really like spoken about, but it has been a big topic this year, especially with the Cowboys. But we're not talking about the Cowboys today. I'm talking about my backup quarterback, Chad Henne. You remember him?
Yeah.
Well, listen, the man came into the league in 2008, and he's still
Right.
here, 15 seasons. He made over $38 million to date, and then he's been the backup quarterback for Jacksonville, and he's been the backup quarterback currently right now. He's the backup quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs.
So he
30,
behind my homeboy, so he ain't never seen this.
he 37 years old.
Just
So the
cause
man,
check.
so like back in Jacksonville, when we
Well, he
drafted,
did start in Jacksonville too, though, right?
yeah, he did. But when we drafted Blake Bortles,
Oh yeah, it
he
was
he
over
went
with.
to the back, and he stayed on the team for like another like 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was the backup for about 3 years. Then in 2018, he went to Kansas City, stole himself a ring, and he
Yeah,
just been sitting. He just
yeah,
been sitting.
yeah. Hey,
He just
man,
been sitting behind the man, sitting behind the $500 million man.
trying to tell you.
So the man just literally just been like stealing money. And if you want to go over, this is all public knowledge, y'all. Anybody can go look it up.
Right,
So
right.
if you look at from 2018, he made $4 million. In 2019, he made 2.5. In 2020, he made $2 million. In 2021, he made 1.2. This year, he making $2 million. He just going to practice and going home.
Yeah, and not saying that the man ain't fighting for a spot at the end of the day, because which he still is, but
So he fighting for a spot. A man that's getting paid $500 million, he fighting for a spot. What spot he fighting
man,
for?
he is because another young man can come through and kick him out of there, man. You
Ain't
know.
nobody else on it, bro. Ain't no other quarterback that's on the team that's just Patrick and Chad. That's it.
But the thing is, the thing is about these quarterbacks that we are speaking of. Yes, they are way talented than we are, so we are aware of that. So don't be
Yeah.
like, hey, that nigga in the league and you sitting in the living room somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing all that, man. Don't be doing it. But at the end of the day, them boy, like the man, he could be beating out the quarterbacks that coming through training camp. So I think that he's coming in as well because of his knowledge that he's being there. But I don't think it's coming down to overall talent either, because I think it's some young guys that could come through and end up being a good backup for my homeboy for the most part. So it's just that Chad Henne, he did have some good. not a good years, but he did his job. He did his job what he was supposed to do in Jacksonville. You feel me? Even though y'all have Blaine
You
Gabbert,
tell me what he did in Jacksonville that was noteworthy. You go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me.
I ain't got nothing noteworthy of that. But I'm saying in the sense of like the man was in a he did what he was supposed to do. He did his job. Now
Lose?
it wasn't
Did
winning, but he
lose?
did.
He did his job to
Who
lose.
was on y'all team after David Garrard left? Who was there? Because Maurice Jones-Drew left right after him. Correct me if I'm wrong. So like
That didn't happen. That's true. That's
from
true.
like 09 to like 2012, who did y'all have? Because you can say Justin Blackman, but Justin Blackman had his own issues going on.
The man
He
ain't
couldn't
never
stay
played.
off the weed.
Hey, but no, we gonna do the correct term: substance abuse.
Oh yeah.
The substance abuse policy was abused. So
Mm-hmm.
he was ineligible. He made himself ineligible to play.
Yeah.
But shoot, man, that's all I got about Chad Henne. But who you got, man?
I got Chase freaking Daniel.
Hold on,
Chase,
the quarterback from Missouri.
yes, 13 years in the league and hasn't thrown over 2,000 yards. He's thrown eight touchdowns and 7 interceptions. And correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section because it's all knowledge that can be picked up off the internet.
Who does
But
he
you've been
play
in the
for?
league.
Who he play
He
for?
played for the Chargers. He plays for the Chargers because Justin Herbert ended up getting I think he ended up getting like a cuss off a unnecessary reference play, and he had to come in. And so when he came in, that was the stat line that he came in. 13 years in the league, only like 1,700 yards, and eight touchdowns and 7 interceptions with a completion rate of 64%. So the completion percentage is decent, but that means you've been a backup from the very beginning. And then when you did get PT, you got minimal PT because it was a 2-3 game stretch, if that. So it's
Because
just like,
Philip was in the game, and then
but he wasn't there the whole time though at the Chargers though. I don't think.
So he been out before.
So when I saw the stat, I looked at Sam and I was like, I'm talking about this on Wednesday. Like I don't care. Like I didn't go no deeper. I just said, dude, it's terrible because like how it's.
Who he played for before? Did he go undrafted? Like what happened?
No, he got drafted, dude. Excuse me 1 second.
Nah, y'all got me about to go look up Chase Daniel right quick. Hold on.
Chase Daniel got drafted in, let's see, in 2010. Career stats. Let's go here.
So you mean
he got drafted by New Orleans.
New Orleans.
In 2010. 2010 he had 16 yards the whole season. 2011 he had 29. 2012 he had 10. 2013 in Kansas City he had 248. In Kansas City again he had 157. 2015 he had 4 yards. 2016 in Philly he had 16. 2017 back in New Orleans didn't throw a pass. Chicago threw for 515. In Detroit threw for 264. And in the last 2 years he hasn't thrown a pass except for the last game that he was in.
All right, so he sat behind Drew Brees for 5 years. He sat behind Alex Smith in Kansas City.
And then he beat out. Well, then he backed up Mitch Trubisky in Chicago, and then David Blau took the job over him in Detroit.
So in Philly, who was the quarterback in Philly? And from 16 to 17, was it
Wentz?
Oh dang, yeah, the man been a backup for real. Career. Dang. He stole some. I wouldn't say he stole money.
He's been stealing money. And shout out to Lil Rob. He's also said Matt Barkley has been stealing money as well because Matt Barkley ain't did nothing since he came in the league.
What happened to Matt Barkley? Where he at?
Matt Barkley in Buffalo.
Matt Barkley was like the best thing smoking coming out of
Now
college.
see, that's the thing. Now that's the thing. He was the best thing smoking. He was the best pro style quarterback coming out. Now we can't deny that. You can't deny that because him and Marquise Lee had a thing going on. Like we can't. They had a good thing going down there. Him with Nelson Aguilar as well. So when he gone to Philly and Chip Kelly was running that what he was running at the time, or Doug Peterson might have been there. I think Chip Kelly was there when he got drafted, but he wasn't.
Dude, Matt Barkley. You want to talk about Matt? Let's talk about Matt Barkley for a second. He been in Philly from 13 to 14. He went to the Cardinals for 2 years, for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to Chicago in 2016, San Fran in 17. He went back to the Cardinals in 17 after he got released. Went to Cincinnati in 18. Then he went to the Bills in 18, from 18 to 2020. Then he went to Tennessee in 21. Then he was on a practice squad for Carolina in 2021. The practice squad for Atlanta in 2021. And then now he in Buffalo. In 10 seasons, the man made $9.9 million. And he been on practice squads for 5-6 years.
We're getting the highest, we're getting like the veteran minimum. That's just crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Like literally.
So kids, I ain't encouraging it, but if you can play quarterback, you'll be a backup. Now, I ain't gonna lie, right? You could be one of the greatest backup quarterbacks, like my offensive coordinator was in high school. Boy, I'm about to forget my coach's name. Chris Fuller, if I want to be mistaken.
Fuller? Who was Chris Fuller?
He was he in the Ring of Honor at Clemson, and he was on the 1985 Bears team. He was a backup quarterback for the 1985 Bears for many years.
Now you got me want to look up Chris Fuller. Who was that?
Yeah, Chris Fuller. If I'm mistaken, y'all boy rip me in the comment section.
This your coach? This your high school coach? How you mean? Rip me in the comment section. I'm ripping you right now. How you don't know your high school coach?
Man, it's been forever, bro. It's been forever since I just know him as Coach Fuller. What you mean, bro?
If I had a coach that was an NFL quarterback, I would never forget that.
That's true, but I forgot on the fly.
Man. All right, man. So I think that wraps it up for backup QBs.
All right. So what we got, man? What our next thing? I stand out for last week, man. So who you got? Because I got two very interesting ones.
But listen, he went on the Pivot podcast. Chandler was acting kind of strange. His nickname is Saquads. But we gonna call him Saquon. My man Saquon. He's easily the best player on the Giants. Like easily.
Oh yeah.
Easily. The man they played Houston last week. He had 35 carries for 152 yards and a touchdown. And the longest run he had was for 27 yards, and he averaged 4.3 yards a carry. And they won 24-16.
I think the longest on the day was Dalvin in Buffalo with that 81er.
Shoot, but stats like this, you can tell they ride this man. Like
now he working to get his contract. I think this is a contract year for him. Cause I don't think they picked up his 50-year option.
Yeah, because people been saying, do you want to trade him and get some compensation back? And they said no, we can hold him because we can be steadfast. And now they 7-2.
Yeah. Now who would have thought they would be 7-2 by the
Nah, that's old.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought they was gonna be bottom of the pack, but there is still a lot of football left. There's a lot of football left to be played and can't knock out because it's November. December come around, January will be here sooner than you know. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna see what teams made up for man. So I'm gonna speak on Deontay Foreman, man. I hate to speak on a rival in a sense, but Deontay Foreman had 30 carries for 120 and a tub to beat the Falcons. You know
they say they don't need Christian McCaffrey. Okay.
Yeah, man. Listen, and he did that. He had over 100 yards against us the week before. 2 weeks ago. So it's just like with him, I think he just needed his opportunity, man. Like, cause he was great in college, hook him. You know what I'm saying? I definitely follow him throughout his college career as well. But
Right, right.
it's that he just needed the opportunity. Then he showed it well, when he was in Tennessee as well. But shout out to him, great runner there on the ground. But I'm gonna speak on somebody that a lot of people kind of counted out, man. Mr.
Ooh,
Christian Watson from out of North Dakota State.
he had 3.
He had 4 catches. 3
He
touchdowns and
had
like
3.
163, and he had like a Randy stat line
Boy,
right
he
there.
had 3. That's
You know what
crazy.
I'm
That's a
saying?
touchdown to catch.
I'm telling
That's a
you now.
touchdown to
I'm
catch.
telling you what. Listen, and I'm glad for the young man because Aaron Rodgers needed him to do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because Allen Lazard is more like his possession receiver. And for him to be able to stretch the field and then him losing his other option at the possession receiver as well, Romeo Dubes, is just that him being what he's called upon to do is so great for him. But another player I would like to see as well is Amani Rogers to get some more burn to where like he can be like a Wes Welker type of player and do what he need to do.
Oh yeah, they gotta step up, man. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I think as a whole, like their receiver core, I mean, for Aaron to talk about them in public like that, I understand the frustration, but like, man, you call him out in
Yeah.
the media. It's not like you the head coach. It's not like he
I mean,
Andy
but
Reid and he calling out Donovan.
true,
He the quarterback calling out his receivers.
yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. That's just a whole like situation in itself. Like confidence, consistency. Like I don't know where you're gonna get that from, but Christian definitely got his confidence this week. So
Oh yeah.
we just got to see how the young man develop going on in
Yeah,
the
after
future.
this point because they can make a good push. Like I want to say their division is not necessarily wide open like how it is the NFC South is, but like they definitely can make the playoffs if they get a good push. Even though they're 4-6, and just like the NFC this year is just decimated. I would say just like you got the Eagles at 8-1, you got the Giants at 7-2. You got the Redskins at what 3
No, they 5-5.
The Redskins.
Yeah, the
Redskins are
Commanders.
5.
The Commanders.
Oh,
Get it
I
right.
apologize.
Get
I
it right.
apologize.
Get it
Hey,
right.
hey, my indigenous people, I apologize. You feel me?
Get it
Don't
right.
come. You know what I'm
Yeah, so
saying?
they 5-5. Cowboys 6-4. Vikings.
Look at the worst division in football putting out.
Vikings 8-1.
Then the Packers 4-6. Then you got 3-7 from the Lions and the Bears.
Right. So yeah. So their division. So the NFC North kind of locked up. That's what it looks like already.
Yeah.
And shoot,
True.
speaking of the NFC North, let me give you one more player. Let me give you one more. Let me give you one more. Just
Okay, talk to me now. Talk to me.
Christian Cousins. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, eh?
Kirk Cousins.
Hey, first cousin doing his thing.
Bro, Dirty Kirk. That boy had 30 for 50. And he threw for 357 now. 60% completion rating.
Dude, listen, that's one thing Kirk gonna do. He gonna complete a pass now.
Hey,
he gonna complete some passes.
call that boy Kirk McGirt.
Captain Kirk, you hear me?
Shoot. That boy led that boy to victory. Even though Justin,
but they defense. Hey, listen, but shout out to Pat P to have 2 picks in that game too, though.
Yeah, that was detrimental,
dude. And then I also I didn't know this too, but somebody put me on. He moved to safety, bro.
Oh yeah. He in D coverage.
So I said, hey, I like it. They going the Charles Woodson route. I said, I like it. Shout out to Rick Daddy, you know. Oh man.
So you got anybody else you want to talk about? Or that's it?
I think that might be it, man. I can wrap that up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Y'all down in the comment section, man. Y'all mention y'all backup quarterback. That should be, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all also mention y'all standout players for sure though. So now, man, we're gonna talk about if the playoffs were to start today, right? We got a graphic that Queso done sent to us over the while.
Yeah. We gotta go through it.
We gotta grab this graphic.
All right. So I got this from the ESPN Facebook page. You know, they update every day. So it says current NFL playoff picture, AFC.
Mm-hmm.
The number 1 seed, Kansas City, so they're going to have a bye. 5th seed will be the Jets. 4th seed will be the Ravens. The 6th seed would be the Bills. The 3rd seed would be the Titans. The 7th seed would be New England. And the 2 seed would be Miami. So let's talk about the AFC right now since I went with them first.
I'm going to say, let me go first.
All right.
Me and Bam were the only people talking about the Jets when the beginning of the season started.
That's
The
true.
only one talking about the Jets.
That's true. Because
Ain't nobody want to talk about the Jets now. But look at the Jets at the 5th seed. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it were to start, them against Lamar would be hey, get your popcorn ready. But Buffalo against Tennessee, yeah, go ahead and cancel Christmas, Tennessee, because y'all boy ain't.
Whoa, hold on. Boy, Buffalo can't stop the run. Hold on
Man,
now.
cut it out.
Buffalo
They
can't stop the run.
Tennessee can't cover though.
They can't stop the
Dude,
run.
Tennessee can't cover. Tennessee cannot cover. Tennessee cannot cover. It's just point blank period. Now, can they play? Yes, but they can't cover.
But Buffalo stop the run? No, boy. I see Derrick Henry with 200 yards.
Dude, Derrick Henry not about to have no two. You know what? He can. But let me ask you this, right?
Okay.
Who's gonna stop Josh Allen?
Simmons. Simmons gonna have to get some good pressure up front.
I'm gonna tell you this: Josh Allen beat himself on Sunday. The fumble at the 1 yard line.
The interception to end the game. So he beat himself. Now, Patrick Peterson did make a great play, but at the same time. But healthy Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill come in healthy. Derrick Henry. Their offensive line. That's like 150 yards rushing right there.
I still don't like the matchup. I just don't like the matchup. I don't see them going to Buffalo and winning in Buffalo.
They ain't gonna be in Buffalo because that's the thing. Tennessee the 3 seed, so they home. Tennessee the 3 seed and Buffalo will be the 6 seed. Tennessee at home with a strong Derrick Henry, with a healthy Ryan Tannehill. All the defense gotta do is do enough. The defense just gotta do enough. That's it. Because that's a field day. They running track meet. Another Derrick Henry highlight reel coming soon to a neighborhood, to a theater near you.
I know.
Man, then shoot, whatever. But down in the bottom, we got New England, Miami.
Matt Judon going for 3 sacks. I tell you that right now.
Tua throwing for like 500 yards.
You crazy. Now you being disrespectful. You being real disrespectful.
You see what he did to the Ravens in the 4th quarter?
I don't. That ain't the Ravens.
You saw him the other week when he had beat he beat Josh Allen.
I don't care. This is Bill Belichick.
No, I don't care. Tua out there with the best QBR in the whole league. The man going crazy.
That's true. Now he is an MVP candidate. And don't get me wrong, with missing 2 games, still top 5 in passing yards. Don't get me wrong. I was watching Undisputed yesterday morning. But at the same time, it's just that you ain't about to sit there and say, yeah, the man going for 500. No, boy, not against them, boy. No.
Listen, I don't even know how the Patriots get to the 7 seed right now with the record that they got. Their defense,
because they've been playing defense.
Matt Judon, that's it.
Matt Judon, Jack Jones, Devin McCourty, Dante Hightower.
They got the 2 fastest receivers in the league. Bombs over Baghdad.
Listen.
Bombs over Baghdad.
You're right.
Come on now.
But at the same time,
you got Gesicki, Jeff Wilson, and you still got Mostert. You still got Mostert. Then on the flip side, on the defense, you got your secondary stack. Then you got Bradley Chubb coming off one edge.
Dude,
come on now.
I like the Bradley Chubb addition now. I like that in the Jeff Wilson addition, but at the same
Dolphins
time,
defense already been.
It ain't no 500. Dude, listen, that's a 17-20 ball game. I don't know which way it go, but that's a 17-20 ball game
But that's
because you
easy.
say
That's easily 30. That's easily 31-10. Easy.
No, boy, because
Easy.
Miami barely can stop the run too. If we gonna talk about stopping the run,
But who running it? Oh,
Ramon Stevenson, Devin Harris.
Harris and the boy playing Devin Harris. They didn't want Devin Harris to get that. They didn't want Devin Harris to get that contract.
Well, they don't. Well, I said Devin. Like, shout out to the Mavs though. But it's just that we can't ignore that though. We can't ignore it. But they don't want that man to get. They don't want that man to get his chicken though, man. They don't want that man to get his chicken, man.
They don't.
Real though, geez. They don't want that man to get his chicken. I said David Harris like I knew I've been talking about too.
No, boy. But listen, they're going to get the Mac Jones all night. And then it's going to be, the coverage going to be crazy. They're going to get the Mac Jones. The pressure up front going to be too heavy. He ain't going to know what to do. It's going to be too much.
Listen,
and if you think Bailey Zappi about to come in and save him, no.
Boy, you crazy. Bailey might do it. He might do it.
All right, so that's the AFC. Let's get to NFC. So one seed will be Philly. The 5th seed will be the Giants. The 4th seed will be Tampa Bay. That's that matchup. 6th seed gonna be Dallas. 3rd seed will be Seattle. And then the 7th seed will be San Fran, and the 2 seed will be Minnesota.
Talk to me now, cause I see 2 potential upsets looking at this thing right now.
I got. First of all, let's get the obvious one out the way. Minnesota, San Francisco. Let's get that one out the way. I got Minnesota.
I got San Fran.
Minnesota defense is so surprising. Like this year, I don't know what they bought in.
Listen, San Fran is like a biggie bagger. You might be like, I'm hungry, and you in traffic, and you see the Wendy's coming up on the right hand side, and you be like, oh, I can go to Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A on the left hand side, but you already in the right lane, and you in 5 o'clock traffic. Now you can say, I can get all the way over, but you can be like, I can go get a biggie bag, and I know I'm gonna be satisfied when I get that biggie bag.
Dude, Minnesota is like McDonald's. You can go order a large fry and a large Sprite, and if that fries come out hot and fresh,
yeah,
and the Sprite be burning the back of your throat.
Yeah, that thing be tasting like barbed wire coming.
Boy, listen, boy. That's how Minnesota is. It's like,
that's true,
like Minnesota playing like they hot, fresh, they ready, man. They just
they've been playing great ever since that one loss in Philly.
Mm-hmm. And then you got the offense clicking awesome. They got TJ Hawkinson in that trade. Dalvin Cook going crazy. Jefferson.
Talk to me.
We even got to talk about him. We already know. You got Thielen. Thielen already over there on the other side. Man, come on, man.
I just made a trade for Adam Thielen in fantasy too.
There you go. Come on, man. So in my eyes, that's the obvious one. Minnesota. But
I don't agree with you though. I still like San Fran.
I understand. They got a team now. I understand.
And I'm gonna say this to all y'all Cowboy fans out here: Seattle gonna bust that ass.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I had Seattle going through. Seattle pushing.
Listen, Seattle to the divisional round,
Seattle
bro.
pushing.
And they play San Fran, and I like that upset as well.
Man.
And I know y'all be like, "How you gonna say that?" But I do. And if we gonna go back to the AFC side, this is what I like. I got the Giants advancing to playing the Bills.
The Giants advancing playing the Bills.
Man, the Jets. I'm sorry. The Jets, because they right across from each other, and they both the 5th seed. How ironic!
No, boy.
They're both New York teams.
Hold on. You can't backtrack like that. We on the NFC right now, baby.
Man, all right. Go ahead.
You gotta stay on topic. You gotta stay on topic. We both agree with Seattle.
So you got the so then I like.
We both agree with Seattle. Okay, so then I think Tom Correa ends in Tampa Bay with the Giants. I
I,
think it ends,
I think so as well because Tampa can't tackle, especially Devin White. Shout out my dog Maul.
and then
You know
the other boy hurt. He gone for the year.
who?
The other linebacker.
Levante David out for the year.
No, the other one.
Oh, Shaquille Barrett out for
Yeah,
the year.
him.
Oh yeah, it's over with. We about to win the division.
Listen, all I'm saying is Saquon.
Yeah, we're going to the playoffs.
Saquon gonna run all over them. If that
He
would
run
happen.
over us though.
And all you need Daniel Jones is to run a couple bootlegs, run a couple of QB reads, run a couple quarterback reads, maybe an option or two. That's the game. That's ball game.
Yeah. So let me hear your bracket then. Let me hear your bracket from East Side then. Let me hear your bracket.
All right. So going back to the East Side, I got Baltimore beating the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I got Tennessee beating the Bills, and I got Miami beating New England. So that means that matchup would be Kansas City would play
the Tennessee, and then the Giants, and then the Jets would play Miami, and then you got the conference championship game after that.
Yeah. So essentially the conference championship game is going to be Kansas City Miami, in my eyes. I feel like Miami will beat Lamar again. I think Miami will beat Lamar again, and then the conference championship game will be Kansas City Miami, and then that Tyreek Hill storyline could go crazy. Tyreek Hill coming back, yada yada yada. What's going to happen? Bradley Chubb.
You think Tua can play in that cold weather in Kansas City at that time of the year?
Hopefully,
it get cold.
Hopefully, it don't.
All I'm gonna say is I'm like 6 hours away from it right now, and we just got a little bit of ice today.
That's cold. I ain't gonna lie, because Kansas City it does kind of fluctuate.
It get brick out there. Word. It get brick.
But then I still say Kansas City will pull it off. Just because Patrick Mahomes, man, Patrick just do. He just can't do no wrong. And then we go back to got Kansas City coming out. You go back to the West Side. I got the Giants winning. I got the Giants beating Tampa Bay. I got Seattle beating Dallas, and I got Minnesota beating San Fran. So then that matchup would be Philly and Seattle. It'll be Philly and Seattle, and then it'll be Minnesota and the Giants. Philly beating Seattle, and then Minnesota beating the Giants. And I
don't know if Philly beating Seattle though. And I ain't just trying to say that.
I feel you. I understand. I understand. Like if Philly win that game, that could be a dog fight game because Gino ain't going down without a fight.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a dog fight.
Gino ain't going down without a fight. Then that's what it's Minnesota. Then it's Minnesota and the Giants. I got Minnesota winning that. And then I got Minnesota beating Philly in a conference championship game.
So you got Minnesota versus Kansas City in the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
But that's a game, boy. That's a game.
That would be a great, but I don't think that would get the ratings though, because like, let's say the NFL is rigged, right? Wink, wink. You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna watch Kansas City and Minnesota, which you can because that was a good Super Bowl back like in the '60s. But like, let's say now, right? you would rather hear say like the teams are in the Super Bowl is the Kansas City Chiefs versus San Fran again. See what I'm
Right.
saying? That's what we want to hear. So like, can that happen? Absolutely, because that would be a rivalry renewed again because they played each other for like 2-3 years back to back because that's when they had the Purple People
Yeah.
Eaters. But Kansas City was running a 31 blast against them boys. Nah, for real. I was watching the tape. It's like an NFL Films tape with all the Super Bowls and like they had mic'd up on the sidelines and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But what's it called, man? I like it. I don't agree with it, but I do like it. I can say that, man. Shoot, man. And check this out, bro. And we thought we was gonna have time too, man. We already at 35, so shoot, man. I think we can go ahead and wrap that thing up. And unless you got some last remarks.
Last remarks. Nah, man. I think I'm good. Like how you saying, man. We got Puna Ford coming out in the community, man, giving out turkeys.
Yeah. I believe that should be Friday, man. So y'all go down to the Boys and Girls Club. I'll repost it, share it on my Facebook, and as long as Going for the Gusto, make sure y'all go add Going for the Gusto podcast as a friend on Facebook. You know that's all us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And also, man, if y'all on Instagram, man, make sure y'all go follow 3D Davis, man, on Instagram, some of his artwork and stuff like that, man. So y'all definitely go check him out. And then, man, we can go from there. And we gonna holler at y'all. Y'all make sure y'all brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? We got the Going for the Gusto promo code for Capri Sun. Then, man, we gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
Man. Y'all be easy, man.